Hi, my name is Holly Carlson, and I am an acute care pediatric nurse practitioner, doctor of nursing practice student through the School of Nursing here at Michigan. I became involved in Rackham's diversity program when I realized that through my experiences as a nurse, I have witnessed a lot of healthcare injustice and healthcare disparities, not only with the pediatric population, but also the adult population. And I really want to build upon these experiences, educate myself, and then implement these concepts into my practice, and hopefully will have a positive change overall in my profession and in the healthcare field in general. I truly enjoyed this program. It is a very flexible program for schedules, and every lecture that I've gone to, the speakers, whether they're faculty or fellow students or guest speakers, are just absolutely passionate about each topic and really create an inclusive and welcoming environment to where those of us in the audience feel comfortable sharing our opinions, our feelings, our experiences. And the people really make this program amazing. And the topics that they spoke about, I had no idea even existed. And so this Rackham's Diversity, Equality, and Inclusion program has definitely enlightened me on a lot of information I didn't know was out there. And I know that I can apply to my practice in the future. So thank you very much for this opportunity, for allowing me to be a part of your certificate program. And I will be an agent of change in my field.
The DEI certificate has offered me invaluable opportunities for learning, reading, listening, and having inspiring conversations with fellow University of Michigan students from different schools and departments that share the same interests as I do in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Each workshop was eye-opening and a motivation for inner search. Each workshop helped me grow in my understanding of difference in the world and humbled me in realizing how we are just a small part in the big puzzle of our lives. Pursuing this certificate gave me the opportunity to meet great people, listen to knowledgeable scholars, and guide me in the process of applying to university teaching jobs. Because of the DEI certificate, I feel more prepared to have conversations about DEI, and I will proudly carry the knowledge learned here to my future job as assistant professor of flute at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. The University of Michigan has helped me not only in my specific field of music, but in developing as a scholar interested in different topics, even inspiring me to found LAMI, the Latin American Music Initiative, an organization with the mission to change the anonymity of Latin American composers and the invisibility of their works. I strongly recommend the DEI certificate to all students at the University of Michigan, because in one way or another, this certificate will change you. Go Blue!
My name is Nitya Chandran. I'm a postdoctoral fellow at the UM Advanced program. I'm really grateful to have had this opportunity to participate in the DEI Professional Certificate program. As an immigrant who first came to this country as an international student many years ago and built a life here, and as a mother who's raising my kids who are first-generation Americans, this certificate program has enriched my life in more than one way. The certificate program provided me the framework, the language, and the lens to better understand the oppressive systems we live in, we work in, and we confront on a daily basis. The workshops helped me gain greater awareness and perspective and helped me contextualize and understand my own lived experiences in a way I had not considered before. The program has provided me the resources and the tools to study DEI issues and apply what I have learned in my daily life and in my work. The program provided me safe spaces, connection, and community to be vulnerable. I will hold this experience very close to my heart. Many thanks to all those who made this program possible, even amidst the most challenging of circumstances. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Trisha. I'm a neuroscience graduate student. And to me, the DEI certificate program was a consistent source of inspiration and accountability that got me to dedicate myself to self-educating on the topics we were discussing in the workshops. And I'll mention a few things that I got from this process. One, the ability to use the model of white supremacy to view my day-to-day life, to view my community, to view my own actions and belief systems and thought patterns, as well as to view my country. This has been very illuminating. I also would say that I admitted to myself the amount that I was valuing my own knowledge and opinions, and the amount that I was valuing the knowledge and opinions of others. So I think this is a very important process for improving how I communicate across difference, is adjusting that ratio. And so I'm in the process of making sure I do that. I really do want to thank my fellow workshop attendees who raised their hands and shared their stories, shared their knowledge, and shared their opinions. I'm very grateful to you. I also want to thank Dr. Willis for running this program so well and so beautifully, so efficiently. And I want to thank everyone who helped the program run so well and who really provided so many opportunities for us to see what was going on campus and gain from that knowledge. So thank you so much. I hope you're all staying safe and have a good day.
My name is Steve Karamias. I'm a PhD student in mechanical engineering. I'm recording this for the graduation of the Rackham Professional Development DEI certificate program. I joined the program actually because there were one or two specific workplace items that I really wanted to learn how to address, and the program taught me a lot about how to do that. I'm grateful for it. Of course, once I got in the program, I learned there were a whole bunch of other ways that I could have been looking out for other people at work and just could have been serving people better. I am grateful, although I will thank you with a hint of irony because it's a lot of work now to follow through on those things now that I'm aware of them. So thanks, I will follow through. I am also very grateful for the other students. It was great just to listen to what was on other people's minds. I'm a half-century-old engineer. I did have the sort of privilege of going to a lot of the events at Rackham, so I got to be in a group, with different identities than I have, with different fields of study. So if you were one of the people who was speaking up and you wondered if anyone was listening, I was listening. Thanks. And the one-on-one conversations were great, so I really appreciate that very much. Thank you all for your sort of your acceptance. And there's a lot of folks in the program who are willing to kind of patiently explain things to me, and I thanks. I'm really grateful for that. There were a lot of really great moments. I just want to talk about one. It's kind of hard to pick which one, but at the end of a very scholarly session, one of the speakers said that we should use our privilege to give voice to others. I thought that was really great advice, but it also made an impression on me because it was a nice way to end the session, with a sort of a slogan, kind of like a sound bite that you could easily remember, so you could rehearse it in your own head and use it later. And now that I've seen the caliber of the people both running the program and the people that were in the program with me, I really hope that you all will do that. You're going to be in leadership positions. You're going to go on and have positions of influence. So, please offer your thoughts to the world. We hear a lot of sound bites and sort of phrases that are not necessarily designed to do something positive. Fill the air with your thoughts, please. So if you're ever debating whether you should use your own voice, I guess I hope that you do. So, congratulations, everyone. You have my best wishes for whatever you do next, for great, fulfilling careers. And just thank you very much to everyone who's involved in running and designing the program. I got a lot out of it, so thank you.
Hello, my name is Crystal McGregor, and I am a fifth-year PhD candidate within the School of Kinesiology. And this May, I will my degree in my PhD in sport management will be conferred. And this past semester, I had an opportunity to participate in the Rackham DEI certificate program, and it's been nothing but short of amazing. I've learned so many things over the last several months that, I kind of knew it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. And so just being able to attend the different workshops and learn about, your implicit and explicit biases, and learn about our different identities and how that constructs the way in which we think and the way in which we operate has definitely shifted my perspective on so many things in my life, and even how I could be an agent of change in our community, and how I could take these different things that I've learned into the classroom when I'm conducting research and just as an individual. So I am grateful for this program. I'm grateful that I was a part of this program. And, if I could do it over again, I most certainly would. And I definitely recommend this program to anyone that's interested in learning more about diversity, equity, and inclusion. In fact, from doing this program, I've now decided that I want to learn more. I want to go deeper. So now I'm looking into getting another certification in DEI, and also trying to find ways to do work in this space. So again, I'm excited and grateful for the opportunity that I have. And this program is phenomenal. It's amazing. Okay. So again, I enjoyed it. And I thank everyone at Rackham that, made this a success. I appreciate everything that y'all did. And so, yeah, thank you, and go Blue.
Okay, so I'm part of the DEI certificate. I'm also a first year PhD student in the Department of Mechanical Engineering here at the University of Michigan. Go Blue. I'm just going to be talking about the lessons that I have learned and the things that I have achieved being part of this DEI certificate that have provided me all the skills and tools that I have used and I will be using to be a DEI advocate. I'm going to walk you through some slides that I have prepared with my past experience and my future plans, because I'm kind of afraid of just being talking to my computer. Bye!
I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, so I've been always defined as part of the others or just different. When I ask myself, who am I? I'm myself, and I'm also my two sisters that are growing up back home. I'm also part of that 2% of Hispanic women that are working in science and engineering's occupation. As part of this DEI certificate, I have discovered a sense of belonging to more than one community. I also developed this feeling of serving as an inspiration for other females and to lend my voice to those that are still afraid of speaking out loud. That's College of Engineering DEI Student Advisory Board. Lastly, I discovered that bringing diversity to our community is just the first step to contribute to the development of a multicultural and more diverse community. I want to thank the Rackham Professional Development DEI Certificate team for providing me all the skills that I need to become a DEI advocate. Thank you for the strength and the confidence that I have in myself. After finishing this DEI certificate, I feel that I have all the tools and skills that I need to make this world a better world for my sisters and the next generation. There's a lot of work to do, and the best.
Hi, my name is Rebecca O, and this semester I will be graduating with a master's degree in survey methodology. And in terms of DEI, I feel like I've just learned so much through the workshops and the sessions and the different events that we had the opportunity to attend. And, as a graduate student and a researcher, I draw from my personal experiences and proceed with my academic and professional career with special care with how I work with other researchers, survey respondents, interviewees, staff, etc., especially so that we can avoid individuals from experiencing stereotype threat or being lost between identities. I think I've been able to learn how to better create an environment where being a certain race, gender, or other personal identity would not affect the performance of individuals that I work with. I hope that through just next steps, wherever my career will take me, and through the sharing of these professional values, my colleagues and the next generation of researchers will thrive in an inclusive research environment and community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm a master's student in computer science, and I've been really lucky to be a part of the DEI certificate this past year. I've really enjoyed it because it's really allowed me to incorporate DEI into my degree and into my time here at the University of Michigan. I think DEI is really important to any profession, any community or space that you're in, and this program has really allowed me to kind of delve deeper into what I can do in my personal and professional life to encourage DEI in the space that I'm in and kind of be more aware of my own experiences and others' experiences. It's also been a great opportunity to kind of attend DEI workshops that are really directly related to topics like teaching, leadership, research that are super applicable to graduate students and postdocs. As well as meet other people in different departments and hear about their experiences and their initiatives and actions that they've taken. I'd really like to give a shout out to Dr. Willis and Ascari and Justin and everyone else who made this DEI certificate possible, and hope everyone's staying safe and has a good end of the semester.
I really enjoyed the Rackham's DEI certificate program. I found a strong community there, and I have a lot of memorable workshops and field trips from this experience. I've had a lot of great talks with friends regarding access and diversity and how it can be applied in Michigan, and it's inspired me to get involved in my program, UMich, Material Sciences and Engineering, and also the College of Engineering, as well as the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, which is more of an interest of mine. I've been involved with other organizations that focus on DEI-related work, and I attribute it all through this inspiration. And some things I want to mention are my most memorable field trip is the one that we took to Campus Farms. And I really enjoyed hearing about the different ways diversity, equity, and inclusion can be applied, such as with farming and how accessibility is related in that sense. And it's inspired me to change the trajectory of my own hobbies and interests. So moving forward, I'd like to keep up this sort of work, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Hi everyone, congratulations on graduating. My name is Kate Vogel and I'm a SEAS master's student, so School for Environment and Sustainability, and on May 2nd I will be graduating with my degree in Conservation Ecology and Environmental Policy. I started the certificate in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion in September of 2018, and I couldn't be more grateful for the experiences that we all had together. I think if we've learned anything from pursuing this certificate, we've learned that diversity isn't what sets us apart, it's what brings us together. So even though we're celebrating graduation virtually and celebrating commencement virtually, I can really appreciate all of the lessons I've learned about how a diverse array of experiences can really make a community stronger, and people who have different experiences, ideas, identities, and values can really strengthen our world and our community. And I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who was my partner in the activities that we had throughout the years. And thanks for encouraging me to grow and to learn more.
I was really glad to get the email that said that I was admitted to the Rackham Professional Development DEI certificate. And that is where I met my colleague, now friend, Justin.
Guess I don't need this since we're all still virtual. Yeah, I remember looking at the DEI program when I was applying to grad school to come to Michigan. And not only did I sign up to be a part of the program, but I was able to participate as the MSW intern this year for the DEI certificate program and work with the illustrious Ascari and the divine Dr. Debbie. And since we are virtual, as we're celebrating the end of the program and celebrating those who have completed this year, we just want to share some reflections and thoughts to carry you forward in your work with DEI. And so the first thing I'll say, as somebody who is a future social worker and presented a couple times this year, when I'm grateful for everyone who came, is I really have learned that, no one's ever going to be perfect at this work. We're all going to continue to make mistakes, and it's our responsibility to get comfortable making mistakes and learning quickly and doing, going in, trying to, not perpetuate or create any harm. But if we do, take responsibility for it and move forward and continue and see it as a learning opportunity, because that's really important to progress.
Absolutely. So I love what Justin just shared about no one's perfect. And I had Justin actually as a guest presenter in my the class for which I was a GSI this last semester. And I admitted to some of the errors of my ways in the past. And in my students' reflections, they said it was really helpful to know that I wasn't perfect, that I really seek to promote equity and inclusion and social and racial justice, and even that being a priority in my own life, both personally and professionally. It was refreshing to know that I haven't always been this person. And my prayers actually are that I'm when you all see me next and when we connect next, wherever our paths may cross again, that I am not the person that is speaking to you right now, that I continue to grow. The other thing that, along with progress, that is really important in this work is connecting the dots. So many of you have heard over the time that we've spent together that we not only have a racism problem, we have a connecting the dots problem. And so really critical thinking and analysis is important. And sitting back, like pulling myself out of the situation so that I can actually see it and observe it in a more perhaps shifting, my perspective, my point of view, a more objective way is incredibly important as well. And so along with progress, connecting the dots is key.
And so as we're all, wrapping up this program, we're going to, have this certificate on our transcripts and something that, we can include in our resume. And I think the thing for me when I think about diversity, equity, inclusion, and, saying that these are things that are important to us is that we're now accountable for that. And so I think moving forward, I hope that we all really have a responsibility to carry forth this knowledge and that, we're now that voice in the room who, the bystander who needs to intervene. And so as we're continuing to go on this journey of learning and growing, I hope that we'll be accountable to the values that we've staked out, to the knowledge that we've gained, and that we realize with this credential that if we don't actually walk the talk and live out what we said we've done, it really will only serve to perpetuate us, to help us individually move forward in the world. And that's really what we're trying to do here is create opportunity for others. And so I hope that you can take a moment to pause and be grateful for what you've done, but also realize that with it, we're now accountable to make sure that we are increasing diversity, equity, and inclusion in the spaces that we inhabit.